I got a haircut. Can you tell? Hello, welcome to this video. We'll be doing a coffee tasting. I'm going to be making a lavender bourbon vanilla bean latte. I'm also going to be making a raspberry pistachio matcha. And then last, I'll be making a dirty pumpkin pie chai latte. So those are going to be the three. Stick around for my reaction, rating, and just my feedback on myself. If I think I need improvement, I'll be tasting these for the Miralon community that's in Palm Springs. I'll be their barista for the season, and I just wanted to get seasonal drinks going. Tomorrow I have the tasting, so it should be a fun caffeinated morning. So just a quick update, my friend did unfortunately get sick, so he will not be joining me. So the first drink that we're going to make is the raspberry pistachio matcha. I'm going to be using a mason jar, a 12-ouncer. So I don't like too much milk and I want more of the pistachio. So I'm going to be putting the pistachio butter on the bottom, coating the cup. And then I'm going to be putting ice, milk, and then a little bit of raspberry syrup to sweeten the milk. And then I'm going to be putting the matcha on top of that. Then I'll be putting the raspberry cold foam on top. And then I'll top it with the crushed pistachios. And then I'll put one raspberry, so it should look cute. I think in my head it's going to be 9 out of 10, but that's presentation. I don't know about flavor. That's the thing too. And I thought I have to wash a new cup. We made the drink and I have my little friend here to help because my other friend didn't come. Okay, we're gonna try this raspberry pistachio matcha. I did it in a smaller mason jar, so there was extra foam, but I drank that on the side, so it didn't go to waste. But presentation-wise, beautiful. This is a 10 out of 10 for me, but other than that, I just will drink it and let you know how it tastes. Cheers. Okay, so the first hit is the foam. That is delightful. And then I'm getting some pistachio in there, the matcha, the dried flowers, I'm getting that. Okay, so I'm getting all the flavors that I have in the name, so that's good. That's a good sign. So basically, yeah, I coated the wall with the pistachio butter, which is phenomenal. Next time, I want to mix it all because I did mix it before putting the cold foam, but it wasn't enough. It was just like a little quick stir, which I want to incorporate the surrounding walls inside the drink. So that's always can be done at service. But cold foam on top, and then I put a little bar spoon of crushed pistachios. I put like a dash of dried flowers. I feel like that's my signature now. I always do it at the events. And then I did the raspberry stick because I want something to stir, because I know a lot of places don't have straws. So that was crucial. But overall, I probably give it, 9.7 out of 10. I'm happy with it. If anything, I would change is the heavy whipping cream. I think it could be used with something else. I kind of feel it in my stomach a little bit. All right, we're gonna do the lavender bourbon vanilla bean latte now. So next, okay, I'm doing latte art. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about flavor first. Okay, we got the lavender bourbon vanilla bean latte. So I couldn't do the latte art, but I did kind of make like a little heart. So that's all that matters. I'm happy with it. I'll show you. I'll try again tomorrow. But okay, now we're back to the flavor. That's what we're here for. First thing, the smell is definitely lavender. An espresso dark roast. It was chocolate notes, so I thought it would be best for vanilla bean and chai, I believe. But we'll see. We'll change recipe later on if we need to, but other than that, we're just gonna have what we have now. Okay, so I brought a spoon actually, so I can stir it and then we can make more art. Okay, cheers. Okay. I need to take another sip before I say my final rating. Yeah, that's very floral, very lavender forward. And then it has like a hint of ice cream flavor at the end. And then of course your espresso and then the milk ties it all in. This is an easy 10 out of 10. For my events, when people are like, oh, it's a easy sipper by the pool, and I always recommend a lavender lemonade, and then it's always a hit. So I always make double portion because normally 9 out of 10 times they always get the lavender lemonade and they stick with that their entire day. So I'm glad. Cheers. But yeah, I don't think I would change anything. I know before I said I was going to add another half of the vanilla paste, but I'm glad I didn't because it would have been too sweet at that point. Because I did add 2 tablespoons of honey to the end of this batch, just so it's more rounded out rather than just like a simple syrup. So I think that's what helped. But also letting it marinate for 2 days helped the vanilla bloom. So that's always good. So yeah, even though it's going to be event based for me at Miralon, it's good for me to plan ahead of time because I can always change things out, add stuff in, change my timeline. I can do quite a few things. That's the perk of working for yourself. So that's always a plus. But yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be drinking this coffee, y'all. So we're going to move to the dirty pumpkin chai latte. This whole lineup is my favorite, but that one's just going to be it. I love pumpkin. The syrup that I made last night, the pumpkin pie syrup, is divine. My apartment smelled amazing for hours until the morning. Can only imagine me drinking it. That's going to be everything. So yeah, we'll make that one next. Okay. We have the final one. I just bought this mug from Target today. It's a pumpkin mug. I thought it was very fitting for this dirty pumpkin pie spiced chai latte. So it's going to be good. You guys are going to laugh at me, but I ran out of regular milk, so I had to use oat milk. Tell me why I did more latte art with oat milk than the regular milk. Tell me. Okay. I didn't even taste it yet. I just tasted the spoon and it was... Okay, wait. Let's be civil here. They have a handle for a reason. Cheers. Okay. It's giving nostalgia. It's giving Thanksgiving time when I would stuff 50 pumpkin pies in my mouth at one time because I was just so about dessert. But that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, it's like there's spices from the syrup that I made. There's spices from the chai. I can taste the ginger, the ground ginger that I put in, and then definitely cinnamon. But yeah, pumpkin, I did the pumpkin pie syrup, did 3/4 of an ounce, and then I added a tablespoon of pumpkin puree. So I think that was the key because if I didn't do that, it would probably lack in pumpkin. But I think it pairs very well. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 because I could have steamed the milk longer, but I don't have a bigger tin for steaming milk, so it would have all exploded all everywhere, and we don't want that, not in the kitchen. And then another reason, yeah, I think it could be more pumpkin forward, but I can probably just add more pumpkin to the syrup next time. So I think those are my critiques, if anything. But other than that, I'm giving myself some props because I've never made coffee, matcha, or chai drinks before. Only cocktails and mocktails. This is way different, so I'm very pleased. And I hope the Miralon community will be pleased with me too, because this is going to be at their events for the start of their morning. For the start of the event, I'm the crucial part. It's not like normal where people had their day already, they went to have breakfast, they went to have lunch, they did shopping, and then they drink cocktails. But no, this is like rise and shine. Let me go get my matcha. Let me go get my lavender vanilla bean latte from Jeffrey. So I'm just hoping good feedback. If not, I'll take it with a grain of salt because, like I said, there's always room for improvement. But this is just the beginning. I can only imagine when I come out with new seasonal drinks for another season or just in general to add to my bar services. There's so many possibilities and I love it. But hard work takes time and we're out here doing the damn thing for sure. So cheers to that. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. If I have a reel from Instagram, I'll post it on TikTok. But until the next video, I'll talk to you guys later. See you next time.